Start our recording now. Today our instructor is Michael Huggins. Again, talk about someone that can take you to great places. This guy is a national success, a personal success. He has gone from Jiffy Lube to trotting all over the world, driving race cars. He is leading people on how to become better personally in their personal life. He leads them to be better in Renatus and marketing, and today he's here to help us. Michael, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Look at this picture. Wow.
Yeah, the new improved Michael Huggins.
That's me, bow tie and all.
Yeah. All right, we've got you down as host, Michael.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. And hopefully you guys were able to check out some of the class yesterday. We were doing some live stream with Jay Massey. And that's me at the end of the day. They were wrapping up, and we stayed a little late to hang out with Jay. And man, going to those live classes is definitely worth it. So, and I know a lot of people are traveling for that. So hey, if you could take a day off, take off tomorrow off of work, come to Utah. That's what Lisa did. She Monday night decided to come to the Tuesday morning class, so she showed up. So if you can't decide till tonight, cool. We'll be here in the morning and come hang out with Jay Massey, the rest of the guys at corporate, and we'll show you how we do it out here in Utah. Okay, Wealth Wednesday. Let's jump into this. All right. Okay. Here's what I want to quickly give you guys an update on, and I'm glad you're all here. And so, because there are a few people that aren't on this call, you're gonna need to share this information. Make sure it's accurate when you share it. But what I want to do is show you guys how to take advantage of me and my schedule and my efforts. Because if you can take advantage of that, then you've got leverage. I leverage you, you leverage me, we all win. So this is what I'm thinking up until nationals. Now, this is what I'm doing. I am doing this. So, all right, let's check this out. So, this is I'm excited to share this with you guys. So this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. First week, second week, third week, fourth week. Okay, you guys ready for this? This is what I'm going to be up to, and I want to simplify for you. Is that all right if we simplify for a second? Okay, let's keep everything simple. We're after the money. Give me some of that money. Okay, we're after it. How do we get to it? We have to do 4 steps. Okay? We have to find the people. We have to tell the story. We have to build for events. And we have to follow up. So if you're brand new or you're a veteran on this call, this is our funnel, right? And we continue this follow-up. This is a cycle until we actually buy, because sometimes it takes people 10 freaking years to decide. So we got to follow up till they buy or die. But then other people can make a decision that same day. So as we're putting people into this funnel, we find the people, we tell a story, we build for events, and follow up. Find the people, tell a story, build for events, follow up. Okay. These events, this is what I'm going to talk about right now, is my new week up until nationals and the events and how you can take advantage of that. Now remember, in telling the story, there are very you got to wordsmith it. You got to be able to not just say this person achieved financial freedom. Hey, check out another testimonial. I'm going to tell you another story about how this person achieved financial freedom. Okay, achieve financial freedom is not wordsmithing. That is so overused that you gotta do it a different way. So here's trying to keep it simple. Okay, in telling the story. Here we go. Think about it this way. In telling our story, this is what it would look like on a graph. Boop, 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 boop. This is how I want it. Okay. So this line right here in your speech and in your language and what you're talking about, this is the downside of what it is in life, what we're experiencing. And then this up part is what it could be. Now, every impactful speech that you've seen, the world's most famous speeches, were all analyzed, and then they found that this is the pattern that they all follow. They start over here, right? This is how we're going to begin our lecture, and then this is where they end it. They start with what it is, and they end with what it could be. But throughout the process, they are fluctuating between what it is and what it could be. So what are some examples of what it is, and what are some examples of what it could be? And let's talk about that. Okay, so downside of what it is, right? The system for making money. What are the downsides for how people are doing it right now? Well, they got traffic and daycare and coworkers or bosses, taxes, time freedom. The downside of what it is and what you're doing with your plan and the majority of America's plan ends up with them driving in traffic, taking their kids to daycare, working with people they don't like, getting a bunch of their money confiscated from the government, and then a bunch of their time confiscated from an employer. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm not giving you a script, I'm giving you an outline. You make your own script. And we're only talking about the script for tell the story, not the whole script. This is just a few sentences, but the design is what it is and what it could be. Okay, so what could it be? Well, it could be, I like this one. Wake up when finished sleeping. Right? I like to ask people, hey, man, when I had a job, I used to have to get up at like 5 o'clock. Guess what time I get up now? And they're like, oh, I don't know, 9, 10. I say, I get up when I'm finished sleeping. What could be? What else could it be? What else could it be? Could be healthy retirement accounts. What else could it be? It could be a debt-free life. What else could it be? Options, right? Choices. The job, you don't got any options or choices. You can pick what color shirt you're going to wear to work. Maybe, depending on where you work. You don't get choices. Okay. So, debt-free, wake up when we're finished sleeping, healthy retirement accounts, what it could be. Here's a powerful one. This is what I was getting at. What it could be is drop off and pick up kids at school every day. For some people, this is their only desire. So we got a guy in Denver. His name is Andrew Hartzell. And for the last 3 years, he has dropped off his son and picked up his son every day for school. And think about what that kid's life is like now, the last 2 to 3 years versus the previous 2 to 3 years he had school. What was that like? So telling the story, right? So what it is and what it could be, depending on who you're talking to, is what will dictate what the could be's you'll be using in your conversation, right? This could be this one, ones we haven't thought up yet. But if anyone's got kids, you can say, look, right? They answered the ad, so now you're on the phone with them. You're telling the story. Look, you need to come to this meeting. You need to check out this video. There's a briefing you must attend in order for you to see how you can get out of the traffic, get away from the boss, stop having to drop your kids off at daycare. Look, I could introduce you to someone named Andrew. He's been every day for the last 2 years been able to drop off his kids at school every day. He's owned more real estate than he's ever owned in his life. But if we don't take action, we're going to end up paying way more in taxes than we owe, not having the time freedom we desire. But if we get involved and we stick to our dreams and we stick to our goals, man, inside of 90 days, you could be quitting your job. Inside of 90 days, you could be doing your first deal. These are the kinds of options you will have, but you got to work hard at it. We're already working hard, but we're losing to banks and interest and inflation and frustration and confusion. Where are we going to retire? But if you take action, if you join us, if you come to the meeting, if you learn what it's like to have a healthy retirement account, you get things like what Sharon got last year. She got a 24% return tax-free on a retirement account. She's definitely going to retire in a much better situation. Okay? That's the pattern. That's the tell the story. What it is and what it could be, and depending on who they are is what you'll pull off of that list. And it really only it could take anywhere from 10 to 60 seconds. It is not a long step, but it is a critical step. Oh yeah, that coffee is good. Okay, so, and then you can build for the event using that same pattern, what it is and what it could be. If you come to this event, this is what you'll learn. This is who you'll see. This is where you'll meet them. Okay, so take a screenshot of this because I got to erase and make some room. And I'm excited for the update on this app when we can flip through pages, but for now, we don't have that option. Okay, you got your screenshots. Okay. Okay, so now that we understand this step, and obviously you're going to get much better at it of telling the story, but then we got to build for events. We're going to build for events, and then we're going to follow up. So in building for events now, it is your opportunity. There is a window of opportunity for you guys to play at a high level with me and the team for the next 10 weeks up to nationals. This is Michael Huggins' schedule. You guys ready to play? And I should have just cleared the whole thing, huh? There we go. Okay, we're going to do black. Pen, black. And there we go. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay. All right. And green. Okay, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I want to give you more options in being able to build for events. Okay, I want to give you options. Okay, so remember our funnel here. Find the people, tell the story, build for events, follow up, get paid. Okay, so now we're going to talk about building for events. Okay, one other point on tell the story real quick. When you're edifying me and you want your guests to see me in a power position, you want them to show up in that capacity. One little bit of the wordsmithing, remember I was talking about wordsmithing? One thing you can start saying around about your pack members, most of them anyway, if not all of them by now, in this wordsmithing is 7 seven-figure mentor, or seven-figure trainer, or seven-figure coach, or seven-figure advisor, or seven-figure business partner. Okay? But think about this. You have Scott Rowe. If you're on Scott's team, he's a seven-figure earner. If you're on my team, I'm a seven-figure earner. If you're on Hugh's team or James's team or Bobby T's team, they're seven-figure earners. Okay? So when you are on the phone and you've found the people and now you're telling the story, you could just say things like, yeah, next Thursday you're gonna be able to meet one of my seven-figure mentors. His name is Michael Huggins. He used to work 70 hours a week and make 30 grand a year, and now he works 40 hours a week and makes, last year he did 570,000 in one of his businesses. He's my seven-figure mentor. He's going to be at the training, and then you get into Build for Events. He's, at that training they're going to cover who we are, what we do, why we're so successful. We're going to teach you how to keep your money, how to build your money. It is by invitation only, not open to the public. So I'll have to register you as my guest. Would you like to be my guest? Build for the event, then you follow up. Okay, so you're going to be using that. And if you're talking to a seven-figure earner, then this one's easy. You just jump to nine figures. Well, great. I'd like to introduce you to my nine-figure mentor. His name is Bob Snyder. He's been in business for 30 years. He's run several $100 million companies nationally and internationally. And he is one of my trainers on how I'm going to be building my real estate business. And when you come on board, I'll be able to introduce you to him. He's one of my nine-figure mentors. So anyway, at this event, this is what we're going to be covering, and this will get you towards your goals. Okay, this is wordsmithing. You have two nine-figure mentors in Renatus. Okay, you got Bob Snyder and Chris Wilson. And then you have a ton of eight-figure mentors. And then you have seven-figure mentors. And you have six-figure mentors. So in telling the story and building for events, these are some powerful language patterns to use to get people to take action, show up. Okay, here we go. So, Tuesdays, I'm going to be in the Seattle Epic. This is going to be awesome, guys. Scott Rowe is planning on being at the Seattle Epic for the next 6 months, and he asked me to work with him and build that team out there. And I thought that would be a wonderful opportunity to be trained by the #1 income earner, and then bring these ideas and concepts to our new markets and new recruits and new team leaders, and just expand Renatus' footprint across the nation. So up until Wednesday, run your ads in Seattle, put butts in seats, spend money on ads, put those butts in seats, we'll close them. You will make more money than you spent every time. Okay, so sure, use the free avenues, but guys, this is an opportunity for you to build a business in a nationwide structure, leveraging people like me and Scott. So Seattle Epic Tuesdays, check the calendar, but start building, start advertising, start making flyers, start hosting events. Just get out there, get it going. Then Wednesdays is the Denver Epic. Okay, we are revamping the system, and this will be starting next week. Okay, so tonight in Denver, you have Sukhpreet Singh doing it, which is he's one of the youngest executives in the company he works for. He hit his business dream goal. He thought it would take him almost 20 years. He did it in 6 years. And then he took a look at Renatus, and without flinching bought a combo. It's been incredible. So he's going to be running the Epic tonight. He's doing some fix and flips. He's doing some recruiting, and he's a powerful presenter. So he's one of the fill-in guys in Denver. But more often than not, it'll be me on Wednesdays moving forward. But tonight is Sukhpreet, so build big. Now, guys, did you notice what I just did there? I just told the story of why you should build for events in Denver. It wasn't a long story, right? Like I said, 10 to 60 seconds, but now you have a better understanding of Secrete. You got 2 or 3 bullet points you can share with someone, and you can now put butts in seats. This is how we do it. Denver Epic. Denver Epic. Okay, then Thursday. Thursday, I go into airplane mode and I take a nap all day. Just kidding. I'm at the SLC Epic. SLC. This thing is going to grow, guys. Up until Nationals, man, we should be pouring it on. We should be getting these rooms in front of Mitch, in front of Sadler, in front of Nate. We should be filling up these rooms like crazy. Okay, and then then I do we can't. That's hard to read. This is on Saturdays. We do Denver cash flow. Then I come to SLC Super Saturday. Then I go to the Denver Super Saturday. And then this one's easy. The last one, Denver cash flow. Okay, this is what I'll be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday evening, and Saturday mornings. Okay, now if you observe what is going on here, over the next 6 months, I will be going to 3 epics a week. That means I will get more done in 6 months than the average IMA gets done in 18 months. I will be at more epics. So some of you guys are like, should I, shouldn't I? Man, take a couple months off and get involved in something, right? If you've been in for over a year and you haven't made money, take some time off of your crappy job or whatever you're doing and get immersed in this, right? I also know that as people get immersed in this and the vision gets clear, and then you have a vision that will power you through struggle and turmoil and doubt and confusion. You got that vision. But if there is no vision, or you just keep thinking, oh, I'll do a deal, I'll make some money, but you're not taking the steps, you're living in disillusion. There are people who have moved from California and Florida during the winter, moved to Utah for 3 to 6 months so that they can see what we're doing, how we're growing it, so that they can go back to their markets. They're leaving sunny coastal areas to come to snowy mountains to hang out with us, to learn from us. So get immersed in it. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. Right? The reason why I kept showing up is because I saw the vision, and then it was easy because the vision was bigger than the obstacles. But if you don't see the vision, then any obstacle could intimidate you or scare you or take you off track. Okay, so just so you guys know, after the Seattle Epics, the following day is Seattle's follow-up. And on Denver's Epics, the following day is the Denver follow-ups, and same thing with Salt Lake. So the next day for each of these markets is their follow-ups. So follow-up till they buy or die. Okay, so now you know where I'm going to be, and now we're understanding this funnel. So all you really need to do now, guys and gals, is find the people, run the ads, buy the resumes, make the calls, call associations, call realtors. I have a couple people who, when they started out, they were just so broke they couldn't afford leads. So this is what we did for them, and it worked. It worked. They don't have jobs. They're retired. They make more money now in retirement than they did with their jobs. So it worked. And this was something that they did a couple years ago. I'm just going to give you the concepts, then you guys run with it. This is easy. This is easy. This is easy. This is fast. This is free. and you'll develop your sales skills. Easy, fast, free, and the skills that you desire to hit the goals you want. These are the skills you all need. Okay, so check this out. This is what he did. He went to, and you could pick anyone, but let's say Zillow for now. Zillow.com. And then he typed in his zip code, and then he filtered down to just agents in that area. Okay, because in the filters you could get property managers, you could get loan officers, you could get handymen, you could get inspectors. Okay, so on their website, you could filter all this stuff down and then get it organized by zip code. And then now you have a list of all these people, a cute little picture of them, their phone number, and then like a star rating from customers that have used them. And so in a popular city, you could quickly get a list of 250, right? It'll give you 10 pages of 25 people, 250 leads right there. Boom, they're agents. What do we know about agents? What do we know about agents? The average income is about $42,000 a year. Okay, we know this. So they might be driving a $90,000 car, and the payments are just killing them because their stupid agent mentor told them, "Hey, if you go get this nice car when you go to your showings, then people will buy houses from you." This is what agents do. The other thing about what we know about agents is there's over 1 million of them in this country. 1 out of 200 adults is an agent. We know this. Whew. I just took a swig of some fresh kombucha. My goodness. Okay, that's what we know about agents. So when you get done calling the agents, guess what? You got these people call, these people call, these people call, these people call, and that was only for one zip code. And that was only for one website. Right? There's realtor.com and Trulia, and there's so many more, so many more. So in this exercise, he asked me, he says, "Michael, I don't have any experience on the phones. You got 5 years experience." I said, "Yes, I do." And if we average it out and we go back and look, I have made about 7,000 to 8,000 phone calls. I've made 7,000 to 8,000 phone calls. So he asked me, he says, "Well, I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that kind of time. With the kind of goals I want and the window I have, I can't take 5 years to do that." And I said, "Okay, understandably so." Success loves speed. If you didn't know that, put this in your notes. Add this to your calendar. Get this as part of your understanding that success loves speed. So I did 7,000 calls in 5 years. So to get the same experience, if you make 1,000 calls in 2 weeks, you could get almost the same experience because now your brain is immersed in it. It's remembering things. It's connecting dots. It's creating a better vision. It's trying to be more efficient. And so because of all of that background, when you sleep, your brain goes to work on how to organize all the experiences you had that day on the phone. And so inside of 2 weeks, if you make 1,000 phone calls, you can get almost the same phone training, feedback, results, all that stuff, because success loves speed. So how do we do 1,000 calls in 2 weeks? You do 100 a day, and you take a couple days off, right? Or you do 80 a day and do it every day. Now 100 a day, holy crap. How are we going to do that? Well, let's break it down. Because I'm not interested in you guys wasting your time. That is not something we're going to do. But let's break it down. In order to make 100 phone calls and not make it take a long time, we have to put a cap on each call. You have to put a limit, a time limit on each call. Let's say for now, we cap it at the maximum time you will spend on a call, 2 minutes for this strategy, for what this guy did, and he did it for a couple weeks in one city. Well, you guys now know for the next several weeks I'm going to be in 3 cities. So this is something you just got to do. Bang the phones. If you spend 2 hours a day, a real 2 hours on the phone every day, you'll never need a job again. But if you keep pretending to work, then you're going to have to actually go get a job. Okay, so 2 minutes is the max time on the phone for this idea. So now, if you're going to make 100 calls a day, times 2, we're looking at 200 minutes maximum. Okay, this isn't 100 conversations, this is 100 dials. Okay, pay attention though, track it all. Okay, so maximum of 200 minutes, then we just divide by 60, and the most it will take every day for you is about 3 hours and 15 minutes. So if you worked 3 hours and 15 minutes for the next 2 weeks, you will be such a master on the phone. You'll have leads in the pipeline, and you'll start making sales. Quit your job, and now, the 10 hours you had at your job, plus the 3-hour phone calls you had, that was a tough 2 weeks, wasn't it? That was a tough 2 weeks. But if you start replacing your income, and you get rid of this, now you only work 3 hours a day. But guess what? You will be so efficient because you'll have made 1,000 phone calls that you can get it done in 2 hours, and soon you'll get it done in 1 hour. This is what we're looking forward to, but it's going to take time. It's going to take weeks and months to do this. So stay focused. Now, this is the idea on the phone. Take your snapshot. I'm going to erase this. Okay, I got my screenshot. You got yours. Okay. Clear. This is what we're going to do. And you'll adjust as you go, but this is the construct. This is simple. So when you dial them up, ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, you say, hey, my name is Bill. My name is Joe. My name is Susie. And I'm calling to ask you one simple question. One simple question. Okay, you gotta say that. You gotta confess. I'm calling to ask you one simple question. Do you know what my favorite question is? We covered it. It's Jay Massey's favorite question too. Have you ever considered getting involved in real estate investing? Okay. You're going to get some very basic answers. Yes or no. Now, because of the group of people we're asking, most of them will be yeses. This is why we're doing this. Have you ever considered getting involved in real estate investing? Okay. Obviously, they're involved in real estate, but if they haven't considered this portion, then they're rolling around in their car in first gear with the e-brake on. They're not getting anywhere, and they're wasting a ton of energy. Okay. They're in real estate, but they're not investing, so how can we help them? So this is it. Hey, my name is Michael. I'm an investor in the Salt Lake area. I got your phone number, and I was calling because I have a simple question. Have you ever considered getting involved in real estate investing? So they say yes. You say, great. What's your email? I'm going to send you a video. So now you have their name and their phone number because you got the list. Now you have their email, and you can register them and send them the webinar and get them registered. If they say no, you say, great. Have a nice day. And you hang up. Okay? You hang up. These phone calls take 30 seconds. That's why I'm saying the maximum would be 2 minutes, because if they say yes, you say, great, what's your email? I'm going to send you a video about our real estate group we're putting together where average people are getting extraordinary real estate results. What's your email address? I'll send you the video and you can tell me if this is something you like. If they say no, you say, okay, great, have a nice day. And if they say, yes, tell me more, what is it, you say, yeah, great, what's your email address? I'll send you the video, right? 2 minutes max. And if they keep asking, you say, look, I have a lot of people to call today. This is why I made the video, so all these questions would be answered in the video. So you either are going to watch it or not. I don't care, but I have to make my next phone call. So what's your email address? I'll send you the video. Okay, now you're going to get a lot of people to say yes, and you're going to build a database, and you're going to now have people to follow up with. Okay, some of them will watch the video, some won't. Ones that do, however, will be like, holy crap, are you serious? This is real? I've never heard of Renatus. This is incredible. So yeah, man, if you liked that, you're gonna love this. And then you invite them to a live meeting, or you get them on a 3-way call with your advisor, or you send them a testimonial video, something. But you use those phrases. If you like that, man, if you like that, then you're going to absolutely love this next step. Now, if you don't connect well with realtors, you don't like that personality style, maybe you have a background in construction or rehab and repair, so call the handyman and say the same freaking thing. Maybe you are a loan officer or you've had experience working in a bank, then call them and say the same freaking thing. This is it. We're not in this example, in this exercise, we're not teaching, we're not selling, we're not training, we're filtering. This is the quickest way to filter. That's it. And we're only looking for yeses. We go for no's, then we take the yeses, register them, send them to email, then the product sells itself. This is my favorite thing about Renatus, because when I worked at Jiffy Lube and I had to sell oil changes don't sell themselves. It's, I mean, you have to do an oil change or your car will break, but, it's all that obligation. But here, the product sells itself. You just have to get customers in front of it. And something to really let these new recruits know, if they have sales experience, then you got to, dude, the product sells itself. Have you ever had to sell a product that was just people didn't get, or there wasn't really a use for it? Well, man, here the product sells itself. You just got to put customers in front of it, and they'll go and find the money. If you don't know how to help them find the money, that's fine. We got systems and processes, right? We got credit earned, we got UGA, we got velocity banking. The product sells itself. So if you've sold cars, you've sold houses, you've sold life insurance, you've sold, any other trainings, you've sold solar or pest control or alarms, you've done any of that, man, this product sells itself. Okay, got some questions. What's up, guys? Ian, are you sending them the 15-minute briefing with you, John, and Scott? No, I am not. I am sending them the 55-minute Epic Plan webinar. Yes, you got it, Tyler. Yeah, we got to redo that 15-minute, Ian. It is over a year old, so all the numbers are outdated. It's just, it's useful, but if in this scenario where you just got one yes, you didn't give them much background, give them a video that explains the product and the price. So when you call them back, you can discuss it, right? And you guys remember one of my favorite closing questions is, how long do you want to keep thinking $20,000 is a lot of money, right? These people that are in real estate, officers and title people and all that, they know that commissions are huge in the real estate world, but then they have a contradiction that they keep thinking 20 grand is a lot of money. So use that question. How long do you want to keep thinking 20 grand is a lot of money? EpicPlanWebinar.com. You got it, man. Raphael, it is not a few minutes. It is 55 minutes. Okay. And the link is epicplanwebinar.com. Will someone type that in the chat? Epicplanwebinar.com for Raphael. And then, Raphael, you need to register your guests. So once they watch the video, yeah, you got it right there. That's it. I don't do the few minutes in this strategy because I want them to see a presentation that covers the product itself and the price. Cool. Okay, if they ask more information, loop back to what is your email, it will show it to you. Yes, that's it. So if they're like, well, what's the name of your company? Again, all this is in the email. I'll send it to you. If you're interested in real estate investing, you're absolutely going to love what you see. If you like real estate, you're going to love this video. What follow-up do you send them? Jeremy, I send them followupwebinar.com. Followupwebinar.com. It's 3 parts. I log into the classes and show them a video, and I show them Mark Kohler, How to Pay Your Kids. Okay, so there's like a 10-minute clip in the recorded webinar so people can see it. And then I do advanced velocity banking, and I show how one of our customers lowered his monthly expenses and bought a combo at the same time using this, using our program, right? He went from $4,700 a month in expenses down to $2,600 a month in expenses, and bought a combo. So he was in $20,000 more in debt, but he had less monthly debt service payment because he understood velocity banking. So I cover that in the webinar. So when you call your people back, you say, man, wasn't that video great? Okay, perfect. So how are we paying for this? You guys should just assume the sale. If they watched John's Epic and my follow-up, you should just assume the sale. It's great. So how are we paying for this? Because when they watch it, they'll want it. Then you just got to figure out how we're paying for it. And if we got to start 400 down on UGA, okay, but don't start your conversation there. That's where you end, right? You start at 20 grand and you work your way down. If someone had $10,000, what would you do? Or if someone had $8,000, let's say that. So you came across a customer, you showed them the Epic, they came to the fob, they love it, and they say, man, I wish I could get the combo, but I only have 8 grand. What would you do? Well, what I do is I have them put 8 grand down on UGA. If someone puts 8 grand down on UGA, their monthly payment's less than $400 a month. So if they got their 8 grand, then you say, okay, well, could you afford $400 a month or $350 a month? Could you afford that? Yeah. Okay, great. This is how we're gonna do it then. I had someone like that right before New Year's, and she only had 10,000. So I said, great, put 10,000 down on UGA, right? For a combo. We sell combos. Now, I also had a guy who had $30,000 in credit card debt. He makes $18,000 a year, and he hasn't made a payment in a year, right? He's about to file bankruptcy. So I'm not going to take any money he has and put it towards a combo because I don't want him to default. That's those kind of people we have to have a little bit of discernment and say, look, man, you got an uphill battle. If you have the discipline and the willingness to learn, great. Yes, we need a t-shirt that says combos save lives. Please submit a couple designs to me, and I'll get them over to my t-shirt guy, and we'll talk about it. But anyway, Daniel, that's funny. Okay, what was I talking about? Started thinking about shirts. Well, crap. What was I talking about? Find the people, tell a story, build for events, follow up, buy one, sell two. Yes, we only sell combos. We only sell combos. So this guy wants a combo, but I know he's about to file bankruptcy because he's got so much debt, crappy job. He just made a bunch of bad decisions, cars and credit cards as a kid. He's still kind of a kid. So, so with him, because I don't want him to default, and I do believe in him, we're going to start him at the UGA Essentials and 400 down. Okay, but if I didn't believe in him, or if he didn't have that look in his eyes, like I am going to do this, and thank God this is here. I know I'm late. I screwed up my finances, but I'm going to do this. And you can see that fire in their eyes. Then cool, I'll put you in. But I don't want to just take money from people because they think it's a temporary fix. That's not how we play this game. Okay, but we'll go for the max. Is what I'm saying. Don't start at an Essentials UGA 400 down because it's an easy yes. Do not do that. You won't make any money unless your bills are $200 a month. Okay. Combos. Now, what if someone has 1997? They say, you know what? I have $2,000. I will start with the Essentials. If someone does that, you say, well, hold up. Wait a minute. $2,000? Remember in the comp plan where if you get the AIT product, you get that bucket chop, right? And you get 5-star much, much sooner. You actually get that bucket chop if you buy an advanced combo. And that $2,000 is a down payment on your advanced combo. So you could get double the classes and the huge advantage in the marketing for the same $2,000. Okay, so again, sell a combo, sell an advanced combo. And then it's about $200 a month. Someone's got $2,000. Don't sell them in Essentials. Sell them an advanced combo. $2,000 down, $200 a month. They will love you for the combo chop. They'll say, "Thank God you told me about this because my next customer did this, and now I'm 5-star. But if I had only bought the Essentials, right, I'd only be 1-star." Okay, Ricardo, can you please remind me how you introduce yourself when cold calling? I say I'm a local investor. That's it. Hey, my name is Michael Huggins. I'm a local real estate investor. And the reason I'm calling is I just got a simple question for you. Have you ever considered getting involved in real estate investing? Yes? Great. No? Great. That's it. I don't need to give him much background. It's a local real estate investor. I'm just calling for a simple question. You got it. Amanda is rad. How do you find out if they watched it? Are you calling them or texting them? Calls for sure. Unless they initiate the text and they say, "Hey, sorry, I missed you. I'll call you right back." Then we got a text relationship. But until then, it's phone calls. Phone calls. And with them being agents, they got to be on the phone more often than not anyway. And then, yeah, Amanda, I am using those techniques from that book, Go Pro. So when I say, "Great, what's your email?" So if I sent it to you, you'd watch it for sure. So if I call you back tomorrow, you'll have seen it. Okay, great. Yep. So if you guys want to check out that book, Go Pro, in the Audible, I think it's like a 2-hour book. Or if you just go onto YouTube and type in Eric Worre, Worre, it's his last name, Worre, into YouTube. He owns Network Marketing Pro. He's made over 1,000 YouTube training videos on how to network market, and then he wrote this book called Go Pro, where he shows you how to get people to commit to at least looking at your product. Hey, Daniel, we totally could if they offered it. We could totally get it, but they don't offer it. It is not on Audible. Yeah. Yeah, that one we have to go old school, baby. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to head up to corporate. Jay Massey's doing day 2, so I'm a little late for that, but I'm going to head up. And I appreciate you guys being here. Remember to plug your people into these trainings. Okay? I've noticed something. The last 6 months, we've been hovering between 50 and 70 people on these calls for 6 months, but my team has gone up by 500 people in 6 months, but the attendance on this hasn't. So maybe you guys are keeping this amazing secret to yourself. So be sure to share, right? If they can't do it every morning, that's all right. Just Wednesdays. Get them on Wealth Wednesdays. We can all play. I want to see this participant thing double in the next couple of weeks. There should easily be 100 people on here, not 50. So, okay, guys, I appreciate you plugging in. Ricardo, thanks for the good questions and the engagement. Dan, everybody, Ian, you guys are awesome. Tyler, appreciate you guys. And we will check back in with you soon. Have a wonderful day. Kick ass, take names, and take back your existence or die like a punk. Peace out.